and gentlemen, you are joining us live on Sky Sports from the amazing city of Cardiff. It's the Cazzo Premier League, all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. He's Belgium's World Cup star, a former World Match Play champion, the winner of 2 World Series titles, and ladies and gentlemen, the former 2-time back-to-back World Youth Champion. Time to meet the dream maker, Dimitri and Bergh. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of 148 PDC titles worldwide, a 6-time Premier League champion, and a 3-time champion of the world, mighty Michael.
Right then, our last quarter-final on night 2 before we head to the semis. Michael van Gerwen against Dimitri van Bergh in a repeat of their semi-final match last week in Belfast. Also a repeat of their semi-final match at the World Championship. Well, Michael van Gerwen then, the reigning Premier League champion, finished runner-up on that opening night in Belfast, beat Michael Smith, and then the Belgian before losing in a last leg decider to Chris Dobey, but Dobey firing in a 160 out to win the match. Well, a 6-time Premier League winner looked pretty good, didn't he? A near 102 average across those 3 matches and 3 points on the board. The Dutchman then up against Dimitri van Bergh again tonight, the Belgian #1 back in the Premier League fold. And he started his campaign with a win, a 6-2 quarter-final victory over Johnny Clayton. That was before defeat to his opponent here tonight. Their last 7 meetings, I mentioned it at the top of the show, all won by mighty Mike. Who wins this one then? To guide you through it, here's Mark Webster and Rod Studd.
Thank you, Emma. The defending Premier League champion, the tournament favourite, Michael van Gerwen, looking to repeat his win over Van den Bergh from last week. And as Emma mentioned, to repeat that darting demolition job from the semi-finals of the World Championship 2 when he routed Van den Bergh by 6-0. Last week in the Premier League, Van Gerwen got ahead with a break early in the semi-final and nursed the lead all the way to a 6-4 victory. Let's see what happens this time. So, Mark.
Dimitri to throw first.
QF4. Looking forward to this one. Dimitri van den Bergh, all the damage was done in his opening leg last week on throw. That was the only breaker throw in the match that led to Michael van Gerwen going on to win 6 legs to 4. And made the best of starts here, Dimitri van den Bergh. But it's the last quarter-final. Wins already for Michael Smith, Nathan Aspinall, Gerwen Price. Get his first points on the board. Who will complete this semi-final lineup? Big ask for Dimitri.
140.
He does have the advantage of throw, though, so he's got something in his favour early on. And Gerwen playing so well, Mark, that he'll start favourite for every match he plays for the foreseeable future, I think.
Yeah, well, that comes with being favourite for the title, doesn't it? But Dimitri van den Bergh will know, despite averaging close to 10 points less than Michael last week in their match, he still could have won that game. He just dropped his throw early and just chased throughout when he should have comfortably held. So a better start needed for van den Bergh, and this looks promising already. And just lay up here. Yeah, he'll settle for that.
Yeah, he missed a bunch of early doubles. I think he was 1 for 9 on double early on in the piece before picking up the pace on the outer ring. Let's see how he starts tonight, with his first shot at double being at double top.
Yeah, he'd be well aware as he toes the hockey that this is where it went wrong for him last week in the semi-finals. That's better. Good hold of throw for the Belgian Dimitri van den Bergh, off and running in our final quarter-final.
14-dart opening salvo there from the Belgian as they battle for the right to play Gerwen Price in the semi-final. The other semi, the first semi-final, the Asp will be in action there against the bully boy Michael Smith.
And we have lost our week 1 winner, Chris Dobie. So new winner this week. It is week 2. Michael van Gerwen, he'll be looking to get that first win under his belt quicker than he did last year. To wait till week 4 last year, and that was his first run to a final. So hit the ground running early, because despite winning the Premier League, he's a perfectionist, Rod. It would have grated on him a little bit. They didn't top the league phase as well, would it?
Yeah, he just wants to win things. He just loves winning. He wants to finish top. He knows that's not the be-all and end-all, because there's a playoff system at the end of the tournament. And I think he knows, as we all know, Mark, that such is the standard of these Elite 8 Aerosmiths, it's very difficult to keep winning every week, isn't it?
Yeah, and it will get shared out. As we see, every player last year won at least 1 week. There's a case for all these 8 to pick up 1 title this year at least, but the aim is get yourself to those playoffs. Dimitri van den Bergh was in his Michael van Gerwen levels up 1 apiece. Was in his second Premier League campaign, marginally missed out 2 years ago in the playoffs, so he'll want a taste of the last 4 as well.
Yeah, he lost his final game of that campaign to Johnny Clayton, and that knocked him out, put Clayton into the playoffs, and he took full advantage by winning them. Here tonight, these two players have traded 14-dart holds of throw in the opening 2 legs. 1 apiece, race to 6, remembering all the matches in the Premier League, quarters, semi and final.
93.
Slight change from last year, I think we touched on it last week. It went in sort of fixture order, who threw first. All the players will bull up in games now, so that advantage has gone. Van Gerwen levels up the maximum count.
As in the semi-final in Belfast, Van Gerwen looking for an early break again to seize control of the match.
That early break was enough. His first two games actually last week against Michael Smith, 1 break was decisive, got him a 6-3 victory. Then it was 1 break against Dimitri van den Bergh, got him a 6-4 victory. He found a break early against Chris Dobie in the final, but Dobie broke back, and that classy 160 finish to clinch week 1 from Hollywood.
That final featured a 170. We're not going to see one here, not yet anyway. And Van den Bergh, he hit this target in the first leg at the second attempt as he looks to regain the lead. Can he hit it again? Yes, he can, first attempt. And this is much better on the doubles early doors here from Van den Bergh as compared with last week's game against Van Gerwen. He's 2 for 3 on the double.
Good early signs for Dimitri van den Bergh and his fans. The doubles is sometimes where you get a little bit of change out of Dimitri. 2 from 3 early here. Give himself a foothold in their battle this week. Last week, like I said, he just chased throughout. Was always trying to get back on terms, never quite got there, but he got out in front here.
We've already mentioned the semi-final last week and the one in the World Championship. It's almost been forgotten that they played out a real nail-biter at the World Match Play last summer as well, Martin, didn't they? Which
he led throughout, didn't he? Yeah.
He did, and in the end Van Gerwen just about got home. I think 17-14 in legs at the Winter Gardens in an absolute epic.
And it kind of, people have put question marks over Dimitri van den Bergh because of that semi-final, but they forget the match play. He took it to Michael van Gerwen, just ran out of steam at the end. He quitted himself well last week as well. He's made a bright start here.
To tie the game up. Can't find a trouble with either of his first two darts, but he knows that Dimitri has been cut adrift in this fourth leg. So that means Van Gerwen will be afforded another 3 darts at double here to level up this quarter-final.
Bought himself a little bit of time, Michael, and he pins a double, and we're level again here. Michael van Gerwen applying the pressure back to Dimitri van den Bergh here, but van den Bergh knows he's got the advantage of throwing first. He doesn't need to find a breaker throw. Obviously make the situation a lot more comfortable for him, but first and foremost he's got to take care of legs on his darts. He's done that so far,
and we saw how that can be of huge importance in our previous match, didn't we, Mark, when Gerwen Price got home in a last leg shootout with advantage of throw in a match that ebbed and flowed and seesawed one way then the other, but in the end he had the advantage of throw against Dobie in the final
really
leg.
Made it count, didn't he? It was a really classy last leg to get Gerwen Price his first points. These two are actually in the same half in Glasgow next week as well, so Michael van Gerwen kicks things off in Glasgow against Nathan Aspel. Dimitri van den Bergh is Peter Wright, all in that same little section again.
64. Now, is this the chance for Van den Bergh? He will have to rely on Van Gerwen not taking out 160, but nevertheless, a big 2 treble visit here would put him in a good position to get a priceless break. That's probably not big enough. Probably.
He's going to get a go at 1-2-1 to keep the match. One throw. There's the pressure. Michael van Gerwen, a left-ins just lead double 13. Double's a double. This is very gettable. Dimitri van den Bergh will be disappointed if he doesn't get that minimum dart at the bullseye, and he's going to get minimum dart, maybe more. It is more. Double 14 for van den Bergh. Brilliant dart from Dimitri van den Bergh. Van Gerwen waited to pounce on 26. And it's Van den Bergh should say, who leads again.
Yeah, that's a valuable 3-figure outshot from Van den Bergh as the match continues to be edged by the Belgian. He's led now on 3 occasions, 1-0 and 2-1 and now 3-2. On the 2 previous occasions Van Gerwen has levelled, but as we've said on more than one occasion, he will have to find a break of throw, the great Dutchman.
That one was a biggie though, Rod, wasn't it, for Dimitri? That was a bigger holder throw in terms of the way he took it out than the other 2, because he was in control of those other 2 legs when he held throw. That time he had to find something, and he found it, Dimitri.
53.
Another treble. Gives him an outside chance here. Good last one. Gerwen, his first crack at 69. It's going to be 1 dart. Tops for 3 apiece. And it is 3 apiece. Very neat and tidy at the back end from Michael van Gerwen. 6 legs, all on throw.
So it's been punch and counter punch here all the way through. Now Well, halfway through, really in the meat of this match now. 7th leg. Is this the one where Van Gerwen finds the crucial blow to break, or will Bergh edge in front once more for a 4th time?
Van Gerwen looks the more likely against the darts at the minute. He was waiting on 26 in leg 5. He's made a bright start here. Just starting to go through the gears, Michael Van Gerwen. His average up above 100.
58.
That's a slack visit.
But Bergh comes up dry as well, so Van Gerwen here with the chance to really push on. But we're seeing a rare patch here of trebleless visits from both players.
And Rod, I'm surprised he went up and back down. He went for the 19, and generally if you're on 303 you'll stay down there for 133. All I could think of that he didn't like the lie. He went up for treble 20, didn't find that, and then came back down. So bit of indecision from Van Gerwen here. That's better. Forces that last one through. Really good dart.
So the break opportunity has now been crafted by the Premier League champion.
138. 105.
Still a big ask though. It's on. 13. Is this for Michael to lead for the first time in a match? It is. He's been asking questions on the last couple of legs on Dimitri van den Bergh's throw. We have our first breaker throw, and there we see how much it means to Michael Van Gerwen. He leads for the first time.
Yeah, and Van den Bergh will be disappointed for a number of reasons, not least because he allowed his opponent to break in 15 darts there, didn't he? And that will disappoint a player of Van den Bergh's calibre.
When you're a Premier League player, you're an elite player, you expect to get legs done in 5 visits or less. He's fired back with his second max of the match.
Well, he's looking to hit back with a break back.
Even with a max here, there's no finish for Michael Van Gerwen. That's not going to come. That's a good visit. Van den Bergh, yes, a turn leaves a finish. You're thinking more than that. It's awkward now. Dimitri thought he may have gone over to treble 18. He'd be disappointed with coming up dry there. Letting Michael Van Gerwen off the hook a little bit here.
Well, Van Gerwen's 105 check-out breaker throw in 15 darts has put him in front, and now looking at 102 for a 15 darter to back it up and go 2 up with 3 to play.
Starting the maximum here, Dimitri van den Bergh, but his last 6 darts, there's been no big trebles. And Van Gerwen, I think the fact that Dimitri was on 145 aided his decision not to go for treble 14. It's kind of taking a chance that Dimitri won't take the 145, and it's a calculated risk that will pay off if Van Gerwen converts the tops.
Well, no gimme now, is it? But he nails it last dart in hand, and Van Gerwen goes back to back with the breaker throw and then the hold to go 5-3 up. He's 2 in front with 3 legs to play.
3 consecutive legs for the tournament favourite, and you can see what that one meant to him. Last start, just when Dimitri van den Bergh thinking he may get a chance.
93.
Van Gerwen's fired up now.
Well, if he converts this position into a victory, he'll play Gerwen Price. So Aspinall or Smith versus Price or Van Gerwen, but that's if he converts this position into a win, because Van den Bergh is not finished yet.
Van den Bergh, the plan now, just hold and hope. He can find a big leg when he needs it. He's going to have to find a break here. 3 consecutive legs. He's got to do to Michael Van Gerwen. Michael Van Gerwen's done to him. Remember, Dimitri van den Bergh led 3-2 in this match. But a big visit from Michael van Gerwen. Brings him down to 1-3-4. Dimitri 1-6-4 for the second consecutive leg.
Another would have left the bullseye. Van Gerwen in this match, 56% on the double. All 3 matches last week, 50%. So his finishing has been brilliant in the Premier League. Went for 2 treble 20s, looking to follow the first one to leave double 7. Now, to stay in the match, because he can't expect Van Gerwen to miss 3 at tops, can he?
Big shot for Dimitri van den Bergh, and you feel it has to go double 16, and it's a big response from the Belgian number 1. Prolongs his side, forces Michael to throw for victory.
Van Gerwen's focus is on the board, not on Dimitri van den Bergh's celebration. Just staring straight ahead, ready to plough on for the leg he needs.
You make a point there, he was just tunnel vision to the board there. It wasn't as if, oh, I've missed an opportunity. It was right, let's get it done in this leg now. Focus from Michael van Gerwen, but it's a slack dart.
Still a fascinating contest, this, because if Van Gerwen holds, it's done. But if he doesn't, then Van den Bergh throws for the match at 5 apiece. And look at this from the brilliant Belgian. There's still a game on here, don't you worry about that.
Bergh has found two treble visits to start this leg, and he's almost wrestled the darts away. Can find, can't do his good work. It's a good last start. Gets him down to a finish. It's still a big ask, but it's a chance for Dimitri van den Bergh to send us all the way.
52. Well, Van Gerwen with a slip, albeit leaving the big fish, but he would have expected and hoped to be a lot closer to the finishing line than that. No out.
Sloppy from Dimitri van den Bergh. Yes, he may return. Saw this from Chris Doby last week, not going to see it from Michael. It's a poor setup from Dimitri, but he's kind of got away with it. It's getting a bit edgy here.
Well, we've seen a 1-2-1 from Van den Bergh. This is a 108 skin saver on offer, with Van Gerwen waiting for a 3-figure action of his own to kill him off if Van den Bergh misses. And he has missed.
He's got really careless in the last 6 darts, Dimitri van den Bergh. But this, for a place in the semi-finals. I was thinking about it, there was options there, and he can't find a treble. Didn't like the line. So Van den Bergh should be better placed than this, but he took out a similar shot in the previous leg, 68. 66 now to send us to a last leg decider.
Went ball for double 8, didn't find it, but now needs to find double 16. Last chance saloon. And the bar is closed. Van Gerwen 2 darts for the match incoming, Mark.
Rod. 9 darts and 1-6-4, and Dimitri van den Bergh only got 1 dart, and he's been punished. Michael van Gerwen with yet another victory over Dimitri van den Bergh. Van den Bergh had chances to send us all the way, but Van Gerwen is in the mix again this week. He's through to the semi-final. We face Gerwen prize. It's Michael van Gerwen who defeats Dimitri van den Bergh again by 6 legs to 4.